Howdy there, Isaac here. A popular concept that I've seen around surrounding the number one hyperactive knucklehead ninja is, what if he had the Sharingan? There's a few takes on this concept, each of them great in their own ways. For this what if, we'll have to intermingle with Destiny once again, tweaking the story ever so slightly to get Naruto a pair of Sharingan. So, this is my take on what if Naruto got the Sharingan. Now, Naruto wouldn't be born part Uchiha or anything, no. The story would actually stay mostly the same, up until the battle on the bridge. The first deviation in our story comes when Sasuke shields Naruto from Haku's needle barrage. Unfortunately, for all three involved, Haku's aim is just slightly off, causing a couple needles to hit vital organs. Sasuke doesn't instantly die, but he's not in a good spot either. Naruto still rages and beats Haku, and Haku still sacrifices himself like in the anime. However, here, Kakashi sees Rin and Haku. Kakashi still dodges Zabuza's blade, but the flashback of Rin leaves him momentarily without words. Naruto then rushes Zabuza, angered at how, even with Haku's death, he was still treating the boy as a tool. Kakashi notices and calls out to Naruto, but it's too late. Zabuza swings his blade, and a streak of blood flies into the air. Sakura screams out as Naruto's body flies back. Kakashi looks over at Naruto with concern before Zabuza charges him. "Kakashi, you have no time to take your eyes off of me." "Sakura, go check on Naruto with Tazuna," says Kakashi as he kicked away Zabuza. Sakura and Tazuna would run over to Naruto, who was growling in pain and holding his face. Blood was flowing down the sides of his head, soaking into his blonde hair. Sakura would kneel down and try to examine the wound. It seemed like the blade had cut across Naruto's face, into both eyes, and through the bridge of his nose. Sakura would try to talk to Naruto, but he'd cut her off. I'm fine, but Sasuke, he," is all Naruto could get out. Sakura's mouth would drop as she realized what Naruto was saying. But no, there was no way Sasuke could be dead. Sasuke was too cool to die. Sakura was torn though. Should she go to Sasuke or stay with the injured Naruto? As if Naruto was expecting this, he spoke once more. "Go, I'll be fine, Sakura." Sakura would go to move, however Tazuna would stop her. Tazuna would say that there was no way they could leave Naruto there, and would pick him up slowly. Together the trio would make their way to Sasuke. Here, Sasuke would actually be awake, though he could feel himself fading. Sakura would drop to her knees and cradle Sasuke. She noticed how cold he was, and looked down at him with great concern, though Sasuke would only be looking at Naruto. "I didn't protect you just for you to get hurt, you idiot," Sasuke would say. "Sasuke, you're alive?" Naruto would fall to the ground before feeling his way to Sasuke. Naruto's face would twist with concern as he felt just how cold Sasuke was. Unlike in the anime, Sakura would begin to cry, since Sasuke was dying in her arms and she couldn't save him. Naruto would slam his fist into the ground angrily. "Damn it, Sasuke! I never asked for you to save me." "I told you, my body, it just moved," Sasuke would say. Sasuke would think about how he wished to defeat his brother. He couldn't believe this was it, that this was how he'd die, without getting his revenge. Sasuke would look to Naruto once more, noticing his wound. No, there was still a way to avenge the clan, to avenge him. "Naruto, remember my goal?" Naruto would nod. "To defeat your brother?" "I can't accomplish that now," Sasuke would say, the words stinging slightly. "But you can." Naruto would vehemently shake his head. "Don't talk like that! You're gonna be fine, Sasuke!" "I'm going to die, Naruto. I want you to take my eyes and use them to defeat my brother." Naruto's expression would be a mixture of anger and surprise. Why would Sasuke do something like this? Why would Sasuke suggest something like this? He must be serious. Sakura would be equally dismayed at the proposal. Before Naruto could speak, Sasuke did. Take them, Naruto. It's my dying wish. Naruto would look down before replying weakly. Fine, I'll use them to avenge you, Sasuke. Sasuke would activate his Sharingan and the procedure would begin. Sakura wouldn't be trained in medical ninjutsu yet, but she'd have knowledge of what to do. Since she was inexperienced, the process would take far longer than when Kakashi got his Sharingan. Sasuke and Naruto would be silent during the process, aside from a few grunts from Naruto. Meanwhile, the fight between Kakashi and Zabuza would go about the same as in the anime, with Gato interrupting in the end. Unlike in the anime, Naruto wouldn't be there to get Zabuza to break his icy demeanor. Gato would monologue some more before telling his thugs to kill everyone on the bridge. While the thugs charged at Kakashi and Zabuza, the latter would ask for a kunai, in which Kakashi would oblige and throw him one. And together, the Demon of the Mist and the White Fang would fight the crowd of criminals. Since Zabuza has help here, I don't think he'd actually sustain fatal blows, though he'd get cut and battered as the fight went on. Naruto would arrive only moments later, a menacing look in his eyes as he made a group of shadow clones, each wielding Sharingan. Naruto would charge into the crowd, aiding Kakashi but not killing anyone like the two Jonin were. Naruto would notice the world seemed to slow down ever so slightly. This threw off Naruto's timing, though this meant when he dodged, he had more time to counterattack. The Sharingan was also incredibly draining, but since Naruto has a massive amount of chakra, he'd be able to last until the villagers arrive. Zabuza would carve through the crowd, eventually making it to Gato, and, like in the anime, would send the criminals straight to hell. The villagers would then arrive, which would cause the thugs to finally rout as they did in the anime. In the aftermath, Zabuza would walk over to Haku, kneeling down by the boy. Naruto would notice this and remark, "You were someone special to him. He really liked you, and yet you only saw him as a tool. He died a tool to you, and you didn't bat an eye. That's painful. That's too painful." Zabuza would look back at Naruto, tears in the demon's eyes. "You don't need to say anything anymore, brat." Zabuza would then go on to say that he's human and so is Haku, which would surprise Naruto. A hint of cynicism would go through Naruto as Zabuza said Haku hated hurting others. If that was true, Sasuke wouldn't be dying. Naruto's eyes would then widen as he realized Sasuke could still be alive. Naruto would run to where Sasuke was lying, though he'd only find Sakura crying into his chest. In such a short amount of time, Sasuke had died. Naruto's face twisted to one of pain and sorrow as he lamented the loss of his friend. Today, the bridge was one of only loss on all sides. Kakashi would give Zabuza some time to mourn before confronting him. Kakashi would tell him that he'd have to capture the demon, and, from there, the leaf would probably return him to his own village. "Fine, I'll go with you willingly, but can we bury Haku first?" Kakashi would nod before looking over to where Naruto and Sakura were. It was just like with old Team 7, but this would be different. Kakashi would make sure nobody else would die. The funeral for Haku and Sasuke would go about the same. Kakashi knew he should probably destroy Sasuke's body, but he simply couldn't do it. Naruto would still declare his decision to forge his own ninja way, though there'd be an edge to his words and he'd glare at Zabuza as this happened. The group would leave the area only for two more people to visit Sasuke's grave, a man with an orange mask and a person whom seemed like they were half plant. The group would still say goodbye to the villagers on the finished bridge, though Naruto and Sakura would be forlorn. The bridge would still be named after Naruto by Tazuna. The journey home would be very awkward with Zabuza there, and especially with everyone dealing with Sasuke's death. One night, whilst the group settled down for camp, Zabuza would look over to Naruto, noticing how he always looked down now. The fierce and tenacious look Naruto always had was now gone. Zabuza wondered if that other brat was the cause of this. A little while later, Zabuza would finally speak. Was he special to you? Naruto would say yes, and spitefully say Sasuke was more than a tool or just a partner. He was Naruto's friend. This would anger Zabuza, but before he could say how much he cared for Haku, his pride would kick in, simply making him growl in response. The rest of the night would be silent, aside from the crackle of the fire. Sakura would be dealing with the death far worse. Naruto had somewhat bounced back, but Sakura had fallen into an almost crippling depression. She could barely keep up with the others, and her appetite was nearly non-existent. Kakashi had a deep sense of regret, but outwardly, he was still the same. Kakashi would just put everything he had into Naruto and Sakura. He would keep the past from repeating. He had to have hope for the future. I believe this would lead Kakashi to telling his students about his past, though he'd change it up just enough to keep them from recognizing it was him. He'd leave all the names out, leave out his jutsu, and substitute Obito's Sharingan for someone's Byakugan. This wouldn't do much for Sakura, but Naruto would respond better. Naruto would state he wouldn't let something like that happen. He wouldn't let his comrades die. Zabuza would overhear Kakashi's story, and I think he'd actually piece together that it was about Kakashi. The demon, out of respect, would stay silent about his observations. Over time, I believe Zabuza would slightly soften up, especially as Naruto became more talkative. I actually think Zabuza would ask about Kakashi's book, which would cause Kakashi to tell Zabuza all about the Makeout series. After the group got back to the village, Zabuza would be imprisoned, with the rest of the group going back to normalcy. Sakura would try to use studying and the ninja code to try to suppress her sadness at Sasuke's death. Naruto wouldn't forget, but he'd try not to let Sasuke's death weigh him down. I think this would lead Naruto to try socializing with others, leading him to a friendship with Rock Lee, after he stumbled upon Bushy Brows, training alone. Naruto would throw himself into training with Rock Lee, and even training alone when Rock Lee was doing missions. This helped Naruto stop thinking about Sasuke, but it also gave him hope that next time he could protect his comrades. Naruto would still be confronted by Konohamaru, and I believe the encounter would still lead to Naruto meeting the Sand Ninja. Though this time, since Naruto can see chakra, he doesn't fall for Kankuro's string technique. Before anything happens, Gaara would stop it like in the anime, and the two groups would go their separate ways, with Naruto still learning about the Chunin exams. And so, the Chunin exams arc would begin. But that's where I'm going to leave it for right now. Hope you enjoyed the video, as I enjoyed making it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.